Working? Hello. Hello, everyone who. Oh my gosh, I'm live! This is so exciting. Wait, is it working? I'm so confused. Sexually, perhaps. Not sexually, always. Working? There's my face! Okay.
Hello.
Okay, let me turn.
Hello, everyone who.
Turn
Oh
this
my gosh,
mute.
I'm live! This is so exciting. Wait, is it working?
Okay, seems like everything's working. I'll wait a couple more minutes before maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes before I start answering these questions. Hi, Jay Fox! Hello, Jay. If I can type this. Wow. It's like a couple seconds behind, so it's a little weird to. There's a little bit of lag. So if I respond to you with words after I've already responded in the chat, that's why. But I'll wait like 1 more minute and then I'll answer these questions. I'm so excited you're here, Jay. Oh my gosh, 3 people are watching. Wow, you guys, if I could give you all like $100 as a thank you or something, like I would. I can't. I'm not Mr. Beast, but like, wow, 3 people. This is lit. This is lit, guys. I'm so excited. This is like, the delay is so, oh my gosh, the delay is so bad, but that's okay. Wow, this is so exciting. Okay. 1 more minute, and then we'll do stuff, I promise. I won't make you wait. You guys came on time. You should get your content on time. 4:03. Here we go. We are getting into it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the chat. I'm happy to answer them. Oh my gosh, 4 people. This is so legit. I'm like too excited right now. Oh my god, initial parody. What's up? That's Marie, right? Let me know if I'm right. Okay. 30, sorry, I guess it's 37. Let's do some math. 20 more seconds. And then we will get into these questions. Oh my gosh, 6 people! Wow! Oh my god, Shannon? Or Shannon? Welcome! Hey, Shannon. Okay. Let's do this. Questions. Question time. So, I got a lot of questions from you guys. Thank you to everyone who left questions. I really appreciate it. I was really worried no one was going to answer it and that I'd have to make up a bunch of questions, but I didn't have to do that, so thank you. So the first question comes from Ochlorius Orbitus and Rachel Costella. They both kind of asked the same question, so I thought that I'd start with that one. And it's, what was your inspiration for starting the channel? So I've been wanting to start the channel for a couple years now, and with quarantine, I was just kind of like, okay, let's pull the plug on this. Like, I'm literally not doing anything. Hey, Shanna, I see you. So yeah, I was literally not doing anything with quarantine. And so I was like, okay, like I can't get stale. I work in entertainment. I need to like be doing something. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll start this YouTube channel because like I said, I've been thinking about doing it. Oh, okay, you're not Marie. Sorry, initial parody. My bad. Let me just... So anyway, I started doing this channel and initially I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was like, because I have so many interests and so many things that I like put my finger in every pot. And so I decided that I would initially try to do something like, what do you call it? I initially did days that were, what's the word? Categorized, I guess. So like I had Movie Monday and Skincare Sunday, and I think that I don't remember what I think I was posting 3 days a week. I have no idea how I did that. But I was doing different things, and so from there I found Gateway, which actually that's a different question, so we'll go into that later. But basically, I just wanted to do everything, and that's how I ended up starting this channel. I think also like I saw someone with like a YouTube plaque, and I was like, whoa, like, can I get a YouTube plaque? How do I do this? And then I started making the channel, and I was like, wow, this is actually really fun. It's so hard though. Like, I definitely, I'll get into it a little later, but I definitely have a lot of stuff that I have to keep up on. Also, again, sorry about that initial parody. I remember someone posted Marie like near one of your comments, so I think I've just been associating you with Marie. Anyway, so the next question is, would you be interested in mentoring other young people? Absolutely. One of the things that I would like to do one day is be a teacher, but I want to do something with my career first so that like when I am a teacher, like the kids are like, whoa, like she actually did something. She's just like not someone that's like coming to be a teacher because she doesn't know what else to do. Like, to be clear, I love teachers, very honorable. I want to be one day. And honestly, they work so hard. Like, my teachers have probably made a huge impact on my life, which is one of the reasons that I want to be a teacher. And I go back and forth between, like, wanting to be a professor and wanting to be a high school teacher because I feel like your high school teachers have such an impact on, like, the person that you become, whether you realize it or not. But the teachers that you get to meet in college are the ones that, like, you can actually, like, I feel like you stay closest with those teachers, and, like, those are the ones that you want to be friends with someday. And so I would absolutely love to be a teacher for either of those groups. Kids are like, thanks, Marie. Or not, sorry, I called you Marie again. I mean, a digital parody, my bad. But yeah, I would definitely like to be a teacher one day. Okay, cool. So hopefully that answered that question. And again, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. So, I got a question this is from Miguel Angel Raygoza. Again, if I butcher names, I'm so sorry. But Miguel says, do you write a script before, or do you just go all in on your videos? I always write a script. Like, even this, I have, like, notes that I took, because otherwise, I'm gonna go on a rant. And when I'm ranting, like, you don't even know what's gonna come out of my mouth. I don't even know what's gonna come out of my mouth. And I like to stay safe in my videos, so always have at least notes, and my videos always have a script. Like, I tried not doing a script before, and I could not remember what I was talking about, so always do a script. Although it would probably be way quicker because a script and the research takes like an entire day for me to do, so if I didn't do a script, I would definitely get these videos out faster. But I have to do a script. So, okay, AYE asked how much time and effort goes into researching for one of your videos. So it definitely depends on the video. For my videos that are just like paper-based, like the Gateway program, those are ones that I just read the paper. Hi, DM. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. So my videos that I do, where I'm just like reading papers and interpreting papers, it is this is new. It's 1,000 subs. Also, I forgot to say thank you for 1,000 subs, guys. Like, this is lit. Also, I know I'm like super late on this. I like wasn't sure if I was actually gonna make this video because, like, I mentioned, oh my god, 10 people. Wow. I mentioned it earlier. That okay, DJ DM, I see your comment. I'll respond to that. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna make this video because a lot of people were like not super interested in it. But then when I asked the question, it seemed like everyone was, so that's how I ended up here. But anyway, so rewinding like a couple seconds, how much research goes into one of your videos? If it's just a Gateway video where I'm just reading the paper and like making sure that it's understandable, that probably takes like, if I'm making the script at the same time, maybe like 2 or 3 hours. But if I'm doing something that's heavier, like more research based, where I have to come up with all the hypothesis and stuff, like not necessarily hypothesis, but just like, for example, like, I think I had a video that was like, do you want that big brain or something? Which later someone told me referred to a blowjob, which I didn't think about. But that kind of a video usually takes about a day and a half, including research and script. If I'm doing research that heavily, because there are a lot of papers and stuff to go through, that probably I give an extra day for that, and then I make the next day like the script put together day. Oh my god, yeah, the Xana Squad. Thanks, DM. So the next question that you guys left on that post from the other day is, what are your 5 top movies of all time? Please don't judge me. I actually, again, like, I love movies. I watch way too many, but this was really hard. I actually made like 7, so just putting that out there. In no particular order: Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, Crazy Rich Asians, This Is the End. I absolutely love This Is the End. Palm Springs. I'm a huge sucker for time loop, time travel movies. The Florida Project, I absolutely loved it. It was just such a good movie. And then these ones are like my like special Oshisho, thank you! Oshisho for happy Tuesday to you too! And like this is so exciting. Like I could not have done this without you guys. So thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. So and then like the special ones are Frozen and Your Name. I don't know if anyone's watched Your Name, it's an anime. But I'm a sucker for Frozen. I have an older sister, so I'm always like, wow, I'm like Elsa and she's like I'm like Anna and she's like Elsa. So I'm a sucker for Frozen. Also from AYE, would I consider myself naturally inquisitive? Absolutely. I've always wondered the why of things, but I think that it's something that like anyone, you just have to wonder why, and I think that just makes you naturally inquisitive. Yeah. So definitely something that I developed it over time just from having it initially, but I definitely think that anyone can be inquisitive. Okay, initial parody. We've got to your questions. You left a lot on that post. Thank you so much. Where did you first start to learn about all the stuff that you discuss, and what was your first exposure to what you do now? Yeah, initial parody. Your Name, amazing movie. So the Gateway stuff I actually initially saw. I totally agree. It's a great film. The Gateway stuff I initially saw on a TikTok like at the beginning of quarantine. And the TikTok that I saw was just like, it told me nothing about it. So obviously I like took screenshots, went and found the paper, and I was like, I don't understand what this is saying. And I bet other people are having that problem. So that's how I ended up making the Gateway series. And that just kind of led to me going to different papers and being like, oh, like this is interesting. I bet someone wants to see this. So that's how I ended up with that stuff. With my other stuff in college, I actually majored in memes and mind control. Oh, not necessarily majored, but so I went to the School of Individualized Study at NYU. So my concentration was memes and mind control, which kind of led to like, it's a combination of technology, society, and creativity and like just art. So that's kind of how I ended up with all the other stuff on my channel between I think that's literally the category that I have for that. And then I just love movies. I've always wanted to do movie reviews, so that's how I did that category. I love Hyram. I'm a sucker for skincare, so that's how I ended up with that category. Okay, what's a type of disclosure of what's considered conspiratorial or not commonly known brought to life that you'd like to see most of as well? Okay, so this one's a hard one because there's like a very thin line, I think, now between conspiratory and like things that maybe could possibly be true that I'd like to see come to light, and especially with like things that could lead to like the Capitol being overrun by a bunch of people and like all this stuff. Like I think the line is very thin right now. So I think a safe thing to say is that I would like to see what happened, like what's up with Roswell, because Jay Fox, there's not necessarily a class about making memes, but there's a lot of history behind memes because it starts from Aristotle's the first person that comes up with the word Aristotle is the first person that comes up with the word mimesis, and that becomes memetics, which is the idea that with genetics, your genes and your traits are passed down through your genes, versus with memetics, your ideas and things that you come up with are passed down through word of mouth. So that eventually becomes the meme that we know today. So that's just like kind of a little thing on memes. But back to initial parodies question. Sorry, I know I'm a ranter. So basically the thing that I would most like to know more about is Roswell. Like what happened? Like what did they get from that? Thank you, Shannon. I'm trying to. So definitely Roswell, because I actually had a friend in college whose uncle worked with someone who worked on Roswell, and they said, and I know this is one of those like he said, she said things, but her uncle told her that his friend that worked on it, what do you call it? What did they say? Said that, oh, nice, initial parody. We should talk about that. But my friend from school said that, what do you call it? They have the technology, but they're like not admitting it to anyone because they didn't want like other foreign countries to get their hands on it, because at the time where he studied it, they didn't know what to do with it or what to make of it. So that's why I would like to know more about Roswell. Just like see the official statement on it, because like obviously it didn't happen, but like come on, everyone saw Roswell happen. So that's the like conspiracy I'd like to hear more about in like the real world. Okay, so initial parody, one more question from you. What what for any newcomers to your channel, what's your goal with your content? Okay, 3 things that I would like you guys to get out of my videos, and hopefully you do get out of it. I'd like you to watch enjoy the video while you're watching it and not get bored. I'd like you to want to learn more about this topic, and I'd like you, there was one more thing. But yes, those are the big things. I want you to enjoy the topic. I want you to not get bored while you're watching it, and I want you to learn more about, to want to learn more about it. I want you to, I guess I'm kind of spurring your inquisitiveness. Okay, DM and Oshisho, I will hit your comments in 1 second. I'm almost done with these. I've got 2 more questions left. So Brian Gallardo was the last person that left questions. Have you gotten into any spiritual practice after dissecting the Gateway program? A little bit. I go back and forth. I've barely been into meditation and stuff recently. And honestly, I've been really into it, but it's really hard for me to carve out time in my day to do it because I'm trying to do so many things right now. I'm making a TV show. I'm working on my YouTube channel. I'm writing my podcast and producing my podcast, which isn't out yet, but I will let you guys know when it is. So I'm very busy right now, which is making it hard to set time aside for meditation, but that's the kind of thing you're supposed to do. I have tried Gateway a couple times, and every time I decide not to because I'm don't want to get possessed, which I've talked about that a lot in my comments. If you want to hear more about that, you can let me know, but also there's so many people I've talked to about it in all my Gateway video comments. What do I think of DMT? For legal reasons, don't do drugs. DMT is bad. I think it's very interesting. The experiences that people have left in the comments, again, are very interesting to me. That, again, trying to stay safe, so that's all I will say on that, but I am very interested in what could be, studies that could be done around DMT. Okay, so, comments from the chat. Thank you again. I will tell you about the TV show. But, okay, so, DM left the first question. It's lucid dreaming, actually, we'll go back a little bit. So, Shisho wrote, today's conspiracy theories are totally tomorrow's news. Yeah, absolutely. The government is here's the thing. I think the government is definitely hiding stuff, but I'm not going to go out here and be oh, they faked an election. No, they did not. But they do have the ability. Okay, no, we're getting into not safe ground here. For the record, Biden won. I'm just putting that out there to make that establishment. But yeah, I definitely think the government does hide stuff and then admit to it later. Lucid dreaming. I used to lucid dream a lot when I was little. I wake up a lot when I'm sleeping, and so when I go back to sleep, I definitely, end up lucid dreaming. It hasn't happened a lot in the last couple years, but, when I was lucid dreaming, it was a lot of, writing down my dreams and making sure that I remembered it, and I was doing dream checks where you, count your fingers, and, later go back and are oh, I have 10 fingers, and then in your dream you have, 20. I did a lot of that stuff. Okay, so DM, finally hitting your dream, or I guess I just hit one of them. I have not had any out-of-body experiences. That's one thing that I really want to do. Oh my god, Max Valve, what's up? They are totally hiding dragons. I totally agree. So yeah, I have not had any OBEs. Initial parody, you said that you found my channel, I'm so glad that that's exactly what I wanted. I want people to find the channel after they read the Gateway Project, because, I don't know about you guys, but I had no idea what that said. Shannon, just have to breathe. Yeah. Yeah. Jay Fox, can you tell us about the TV show? I will tell you a little bit about it. I haven't pitched it yet, but, basically, it's an animated cartoon series for kids. I'm gonna leave it at that. But some of it does incorporate Gateway into it, which I think is really interesting, but, I made the video, so obviously I think it's interesting. But, yeah, my TV show is a kids animated series, that starts out, light and fun, and then by the end you're oh my god, people are dying. But anyway, can't touch too much on that. Oshisho, shamanism. Oh, actually, okay, interesting. Shamanism. Oshisho is saying, check out Michael Harner book, Way of the Shaman. I'm gonna copy that. Actually, I'll just save the chat. I'm definitely going to check that out. I love when people leave, video comments and, what do you call it? Video, comments on what to read and what to watch. I love doing that. Like I said, I'm unemployed right now, got a lot of time on my hands. So if you want to leave them, totally go for it. Also, if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I'm going through them right now. Max, like I said earlier, I agree. They're hiding dragons. DM agrees as well. J Fox, yeah, I totally agree. Anti-gravity would be like so cool. And like we have already kind of touched on it. Like you can go to Florida and like take an anti-gravity flight where you're in the air for like what 30 or 40 seconds. So I definitely agree like anti-gravity could be like so cool. Um Time Lord Jenkins, nice name. I'm into it. There's a popular theory among British circles that there is a UFO in Iraq, which is why we joined the American invasion. Would be interesting if the declassification mentions this. Honestly, the declassification, I don't remember if I don't know if I've touched on this one yet, but it did talk about a UFO in Iraq, or at least a sighting in Iraq, or maybe it was Iran. I have to go back and read that. Don't quote me on that. But they did talk about that in either Iraq or Iran. And it would be actually very interesting if they mentioned this. So, if anyone else wants to leave some questions, otherwise I will just talk about my life. Got 10 people watching now. I think we were at 11 at one point. Thank you guys. Another shout out for 1,000 subscribers. Okay, I'm actually, that's my brother's piggy bank. I'm actually sitting in his room right now because I literally, Dylan Colby, what up? Giving me a unicorn. Wow. I feel like I'm honored. But yeah, 1,000 subscribers. I'm sitting in my brother's room. He went back to college, so now I'm home alone with my parents. I'm moving soon, which is very exciting. Finally happening. I've been at home since COVID. Actually, I came home like when COVID hit real bad, and then I'll probably end this in like 5 minutes unless you guys have any more questions. But I came home because like COVID was bad, and like I was living in New York and didn't have my job anymore, so I came back here. And I've been here since August because that's when my lease in New York ended. And I'm moving again in a month, actually. Yeah, I'm moving in a month. Just signed a lease, so I'm very excited about that. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, I guess I'll tell you my favorite TV show. Right now I'm watching Lucifer. I don't know if anyone's watched that. Love Lucifer, so good. I'm a big fan of Steven Universe, Gravity Falls. I watch a lot of cartoons, a lot of anime. I actually work in animation, or at least I did when I was employed, and I'm trying to get back into it. But love animation. I am a writer. I actually recently became a professional writer. Someone paid me for my work. I was very excited. Thanks for asking. What else? If you guys want to, I can like make it, that's irrelevant. I'm not going to make a butterfly. But honestly, like, this was really fun. Oh my God, Dylan Colby, 199 work, you OG. Thank you. Wow, this is so exciting. Oh my God, Max Valve gave me a dog, a little doggy. Thanks, Max. Wow, this is so exciting, guys. Again, like last 2 minutes, so if anyone wants to throw me some questions, I am here. I am ready to take your questions. I talk too much. I'm ready. Oh my God. Resident Alien is hilarious. Okay, is that like a TV show? I should definitely try that. I'll write that down too. But yeah, I definitely, is that a TV? Oh, She Showed. Let me know. Is that a TV show? Actually, I watched something recently. Oh no, I'm thinking of House of Al. I think it's called House of Al. But yeah. Okay. Oh, Jay Fox, thank you for the question. So my friends and family do know about the fringe stuff that I talk about. I think that I no one's not supportive, but definitely like I'm personally a little bit hesitant to talk about it. Like I talk about it in job interviews sometimes because I'm like, like I've got a YouTube channel, like hire me. And I definitely try to like stick closer to the fact that it's not necessarily conspiracies. It's literally like reading papers. Oh, okay. Thanks, Oshisho. I would definitely watch that. It sounds really good. But just like the name is very provocative. But back to Jay Fox. I definitely do tell them about it. Whenever I post that I have a new video, I post about it on my personal Instagram and the Instagram for my YouTube channel. So that's definitely where I talk to people about it. But yeah, I mentioned it in my job interviews, and like I try to stick to the fact that it's more of like me literally interpreting government papers, so it's not necessarily conspiracy, it's what the government has told us. But with things like what's going to happen on December 21st, 2020, which actually, like, fun fact, someone found me in a, I don't know, I wrote this in my YouTube page. Yes, Max, you told me I should watch Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm very much going to watch it, but I have to wait for the show to end so that I can binge it. But what was I talking about? I was going on a rant. Oh yeah, so I definitely do tell people, but I try to stick to the fact that it's more like I'm literally just interpreting government papers. And for my December 21st video, it was more like, honestly, like, it was a fun video to do. And I think I try to take their perspective in most of my videos, that like, take this with I don't necessarily say this, but you should take everything with a grain of salt. And like, you can't, if you don't know if something's going to happen or not, it could happen. Like, I don't know if tomorrow the earth is going to explode, but there's no problem in postulating that it might explode. I'm not telling you it's going to, but you can't say it won't. You don't know till tomorrow. So, I think unless anyone has questions, time is up. I'll wait another minute because I know that my feed is catching up to me. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. This was wonderful. I can't believe 11 people watched. Like, that's incredible. Like, wow, 11 people wanted to watch this. Now 10, but that's okay. But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on Friday for part 2 of the Gateway Intermediate Workbook paper. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, everyone.